This stock dropped 33% off of its 52-week high, but I think we finally might be ready for a buy. All right, let's take a look at LVS. So you can see we are in a steep decline here, but the obvious bounce point, there was a gap up over here. That's the gap support. That's a support level there, and it showed support over the last 2 days as well. Same spot. So the stop loss, if I enter this trade, would be where this gap filled here. I want to see if it fills the gap and then bounces. So you have to give it enough room to try and test that gap. So that's down at about 44. The entry point is anywhere above about 46. So the 45.91, that's this line here. That's where the support was. So if we open anywhere around that on Monday, now we did close at 46.99. So again, anything kind of in that area would be okay for me, with the understanding that it can drop all the way down here to possibly gap fill and then bounce. So the risk level is going to be to allow it to move that far against me. The targets are a support level here. I don't want to see that turn into resistance. Massive support here, so that would be the next target level up. This is another resistance here, so I want to see if it can get there. That would be before a gap fill. Then this zone over here, we have support turned resistance. So anywhere in that gap fill there, and then support turned resistance here. Now that's way up at 63 area. So again, you need a lot of time for that to potentially happen. So common shares would be the way to go, but I do like options as well, so I'll look into those. Now, there's a few things I want to look at here. Let's pop in the linear regression. I can show you some things here. So if we pop that in, you can see we're down here. So there is potential for this to mean revert back up here. And then the other thing I want to look at, this is the headwinds here. You can see I've got a strategy set here called too many moving averages, which is basically all of the major moving averages you guys like to use. And if you look over here, we're only above the very, very short-term ones. All of these other major moving averages are above us. So that is the headwind. And again, we're in a massive downtrend, so that's the headwind there. But I do like how this gap level here became support here and became support here. So LVS, I'm looking to take a position in common shares and options as long as we open anywhere around this area on Monday. Now, I want to see what it can do. Stop loss would be 44, targets 48.24, 51.47, 54.86, then up here in this 58.59 range, and then ultimately 63. That, like I said, will probably take commons because who knows how long it would take to get up there if it even decides it wants to move. So this is on watch for Monday to see if we have a validated entry. LVS.